The San Francisco 49ers just got a new pass rusher, and of course, who better to turn to for a quick little snapshot of what the San Francisco 49ers are getting than a Baldy's breakdown. Baldy, who is close to the Philadelphia Eagles, is close to the New York Giants, knows both those teams very well, gives us a quick little breakdown of what to expect with the 49ers trading for Bryce Huff. Take a look right here.
Let's break down Bryce Huff, all right? The newest 49er, reunited with Robert Saleh. He's a 4-point stance guy. He's a cross chop guy. He gets off because of his takeoff. Like, he likes to be in a 4-point stance, looking in at the ball. Left side, right side. It doesn't matter. But speed to power right here. All right, down goes Tyrod Taylor. Again, big third down specialist pass rusher against Miami right here. 4-point stance, looking in at the ball. All right, high booty, like takeoff is his game. Bam, cross chop, wins, gets to the backside of Tua. This is Bryce Huff's game. Robert Saleh knows what he is. He's a pass rush specialist. Like, his whole game, watch his takeoff here. He's the first one out of the blocks. Look at this, like shot out of a cannon. Bam, electric first step. Doesn't matter, snowing up there in Foxborough. He wins with his start. And he can turn it and bend the corner. 49ers got themselves a pass rusher today.
Man, I'm excited about this, and Baldy did a phenomenal job of really identifying how Bryce Huff is going to fit with the San Francisco 49ers. He is a situational pass rusher. He is going to be a guy who comes in on third downs and rushes the passer. And when he had his best season in the NFL with Robert Saleh in 2023, where he had 10 sacks, he also led the league in pressure rate over guys like Micah Parsons, Josh Allen, Nick Bonito, and Trey Hendrickson. I'm sure you know all those names on that list, and you can see who's at the very top. Now, this is a key element to all of this, and this is how this impacts Mykel Williams as well, because if you've been following along on this channel and you've heard what I've said about Mykel, to me, I don't view Mykel as a pass rusher first. I view him as a base down edge first, where he is going to be first, second down on the edge and then kick inside to potentially the NASCAR package to rush over the guard. And this helps further prove that exact point. Huff played on 82.2% of the Jets' third down defensive snaps in 2023. Over 80%, he was on the field on third down. In that same season, he was only on the field for 30.2% on early downs. What does that tell you? He played majority of his snaps in a pass rushing situation on third downs. And that fits with the notion of what Mykel Williams is. A base down edge rusher, a guy who's going to set the edge in the run game on first and second down. Then you bring in Bryce Huff in pass rushing situations. You can kick Mykel inside to use that length and explosiveness over the guards or center to be able to push the pocket from the interior. And then you use the speed of Bosa and Huff to push the quarterback into the interior pressure, collapsing the pocket around the quarterback. I have been waiting for this. Like, I cannot, you guys know, you might know I love Brian Burns and have thought about Brian Burns on the opposite side of Nick Bosa. The whole idea is speed to the edges with a push from the interior. With Mykel, he can now kick inside, push from the interior. And I think this is what we're going to see a lot of. You know, we call it the Charles Omenihu role. We call it the Arden Key role. I have now named it the dog role because I don't want to keep saying it's the Charles Omenihu role or that or whatever. So this new, you know, I'm sure the 49ers have a name for it, but just for me, because this is the way that I think about it, Mykel's going to play the dog role, which is a base down for early down, first and second on the edge, and then kick inside to rush from the interior like a dog. He's a Georgia Bulldog too. And I'm very excited about this. I think that this is exactly what the San Francisco 49ers needed. Checks a bunch of boxes. You look at the 49ers roster construction, this to me was one of their most glaring needs on the entire roster, a pass rush specialist, because outside of Michael Williams and Nick Bosa, you got Yetur Gross-Matos, who is more of that dog defensive lineman role. Sam Okwuonu, who fits more of a pass rush specialist role, but is still a developing player. And then beyond that, 49ers haven't been able to count on Robert Beal, and that's it. And then they got some other practice squad guys. So they get someone who has had success in this defensive scheme. Remember, Vic Fangio runs a much different scheme than what the 49ers do with their wide nine. So he just didn't fit. People keep talking about, oh, look at what he did with the Eagles. He didn't fit there. Yes, he didn't fit there. Someone brought up the comparison. Well, like, oh, well, look, Azeez Ojulari signed for $4 million, and we are trading a pick and paying Bryce Huff for $8 million. Yeah, okay. I think in that context of a vacuum, sure, you can make that comparison. But the natural comparison is after Azeez Ojulari is a player who I actually really like and wanted the 49ers to sign, after his rookie deal was up, he signed for a 1-year, $4 million deal. When Bryce Huff, who was an undrafted free agent, his rookie deal was up, he signed a 3-year, $51 million contract. They're not the same. It's not the same comparison. And again, yes, you can look at it the vacuum of that. Oh, the 49ers are overpaying. They're only paying $8 million for this guy, likely using a compensatory pick to go out and get him from all the free agents that they have moved off from this offseason. And they're going to get a guy who fits this defensive scheme, who was molded by the 49ers' current defensive coordinator. So, yes, people are going to try to poke their holes in this signing, and they're going to try to say, wow, here, 49ers overextending themselves, 49ers making moves for depth guys who couldn't even crack the roster with Philly. It just wasn't a fit. Philly had so much talent on that defensive line, and on top of that, they don't run the wide nine. It's a completely different system. It's a different scheme. And that stuff's important. I know a lot of fans don't think it is, but it is. And so now he's back into the system where he's had the most success. And I do believe that he is going to be able to kind of get back to that form before he signed with the Eagles. And listen, it just didn't work out. The Eagles clearly thought highly of him. And it just didn't pan out the way that probably both sides would have hoped. But he is now going to be a San Francisco 49er, and I think he is going to fit in just nicely. So you guys let me know what you think about this in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.